Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist. We're talking setting powder. Okay, I use setting powder. I've used Seint's setting powder. I have Urban Decay All Nighter waterproof setting powder. I even have Coty Airspun. I have since stopped using loose powders because I feel like it texturizes my skin because I have maturing skin. All right, I want to talk about vanilla dust because the big debate of the month has been matte versus dewy, competing with greasy. So here's what we're gonna do. I have two tools. This is a Demi brush. Demi is a line that's just become available to me, and it's more about color science, but their brushes are great. This is the Shape brush, and I love this for powder, but I love it for my blush. It's such a good, when I first got this and tried it, I absolutely geeked out. I went on Marco Polo and I started talking to my Seint sisters and just absolutely went nuts over this brush that everybody bought it. Get it, it's a good darn brush. But it's really good for putting on powder because with Seint being cream base 3D, cream base, the main purpose of this, you get that pretty dewy glow. Now, I like this dewy glow. I have oily skin, so I understand the fine line between dewy and greasy. I've been using the Ordinary Company. This is their high strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula, but I use this for oil control. So I get very oily up here and on my cheeks, but I've been breaking out on my chin. So I've been putting it almost like a lowercase t across my face, and it's been really helpful. But I want to talk to my girls who like a matte finish, and I want to show you how you can do it without adding texture to your skin. So I'm going to use the Shape brush on the big end, and I'm going to go into my vanilla dust. Now you don't have to scuff this up. It's scuffed. Scuff this up. Okay, this is well pressed, very fine, and so you just rub your brush in it and you tap it on, and it's going to put it on. You can kind of see where it is, and I want to start away from this part of my forehead because this is where I have a lot more texture because I've got kids, so I'm constantly like like that. So what I do is I start over here on my high points, and then I work it in and over and up, and then I will bring it down into my textured area. So it's thin, but I can go as matte as I want, and it's buildable, which means you put a loose powder on or a heavy tinted powder on, you're not gonna have that control. But with the vanilla dust, you absolutely have all the control of how matte you want this without adding texture. So I'm more matte without adding texture. So let's talk about this area. Large pores, fine lines, soft tissue, easily textured. I want you to focus on your orbital bone up at the high point, like your cheekbone. And I want you to put this on your brush, and I want you to start on that high point. I want you to work it down to where those pores are, and then work it up under your eye, if you must set under your eye. And you could already see the difference between a matte and a dewy finish. They're both nice. They're all personal preference, but starting on that high point where there's structure on your skin, holding it taut, you work it down and then you can work it up. Or add some more, start on that bone and then work it down and then work it up. And then you can get that control that you like. And it's a stippling, it's not a wiping because it's soft tissue. And this also keeps it from cutting into where there's fine lines and pores by wiping it. Stippling it makes it work with all surfaces, just like that. And it gets you that nice matte finish. Okay, let's talk about your heavily textured areas around your mouth because we talk, we move, we smile, we move all of our things on our faces. And so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add it to the brush, and I am gonna start wherever I feel my skin is held best, where there's less texture already. So I'm gonna start down here under my chin, and I'm gonna work it up, just like that. And that's the way I like to apply this, and then I'll bring it up. And then I'll bring it up. The last place you wanna have your brush touch your face with powder is where your most texture is. You don't wanna start here and then move down here because this is where it's gonna hit the thickest. You wanna build it and blend it up. So you start down here, but again, you can start over here. It's wherever you have the most, or not the most, but the least texture. You'll start there and you'll move it in and up. But this area right here on everyone is the last place you want to touch it. because everybody creases when they smile. Everybody has a crease on their nose because it pops out of their face. So, and again, buildable, so you don't end up putting too much on because you can't take it away. Powder, you cannot blend down like you can with the creams of the contours and the things. That right there is your 5-minute matte control video. So, shape brush, vanilla dust. It does come in a bundle with a powder brush. I prefer a fluffier brush. So I would say grab these. Yes, it's a little bit more. And if you want to go with this brush, you absolutely can. You just need to be a bit more careful, but same concept. I would use this end and you just add this in and you can build down and then build up. It's whichever brush you want. This, you'll get more bang for your buck. But I love that this is a one and done brush for me. This is your powder brush. This is your blush brush. This is your under eye brush. I can't tell you the love I have for this brush, but I do. Okay, that's it. That's your matte control video tutorial. Let me share. Okay, that's it. Have a great day.